started seeing the word reparations.
Reparations.
I ask unanimous consent that I may hereafter be considered as the primary sponsor of H.R. 40, the Commission to Study and Develop Reparation Proposals for African Americans Act.
Okay, so you've heard the word reparations and you might be wondering, what does it mean? Why are we talking about it? Some define reparations as repairing past harms or atonement for sins, or more curtly, pay what you owe.
We are coming to get our check.
So let's get into it. Why reparations? Well, the descendants of formerly enslaved black people are still waiting for the restitution from the effects of chattel slavery, which has touched every facet of black life in this country since 1619. Even in the promised land of the West, California. Census records show that there were at least 600 enslaved people of African descent in California throughout the gold rush. The state even passed an act in 1852 which deputized slave owners and state officials with the right to violently capture formerly enslaved people. These horrific practices had generational ramifications, impacting descendants of the enslaved in all areas of life. So when we talk of reparations as the monetary debt owed to black people, it's just scratching the surface and paying back the people whose backs this country was built on. Even though slavery was abolished in 1864, the racist system in which the practice came from still plagues the community to this day. Black people are 20% more likely to be stopped without just cause than a white person. In California, the imprisonment rate of African American men is 10 times the rate of white men. Nationally, black women are 3 times more likely to die from pregnancy-related causes than white women. In California, black mothers are 4 to 6 times as likely to die from birth-related causes, and twice as likely to suffer maternal morbidity than all other racial groups. 3 out of 5 black Americans live in communities with uncontrolled toxic waste sites. And black applicants have an 80% higher mortgage denial rate compared to white applicants. So it's not a surprise that African Americans have repeatedly petitioned for reparations. H.R. 40, a federal bill that was introduced in 1989, was focused on developing a pathway for reparations and has yet to gain support. While here in California, Secretary of State Dr. Shirley Weber introduced Senate Bill AB 3121, which passed in September 2020, making California the first in the nation to dedicate a task force to studying and developing a plan for reparations. So, where do we go from here? How do you repair the damage that has been done? Follow our video series as we explore the history of reparations and how California is addressing it today.